Jim Cramer, very vocal about his thoughts on Tesla right there. Do you agree or disagree? Should Tesla, after that report, should it be booted out of the Mag 7?
It's really interesting, actually, and I do really agree, because if you think about what it takes to be part of the Magnificent Seven, the seven biggest companies in the world, I think the most important aspect is the growth and durability of the cash flows of this business. And I'm not sure that Tesla, when compared to the other companies that are dominating the world indices, is able to show that with the same robustness as the likes of a Microsoft or an Alphabet, for example.
One of his other criteria is that you can't be subject to economic cycles. But in all fairness, aren't all these companies somewhat subject to economic cycles? For example, we saw an ad spending slowdown with Meta. We saw a cloud growth slowdown with some of the other companies. I mean, what company isn't subject to economic cycles?
Yeah, no, that's completely true. But I think also what is important is if you've got that element of cyclicality, what valuation you're paying for this business. And with Tesla, the reality is, out of all of the Magnificent Seven, one could argue that it is perhaps one of the more expensive companies you're looking at when looking at the sort of future growth prospects and the overall quality of that business, and in particular the competition that that company could well face. At the end of the day, they are essentially a car manufacturer. When you're looking at companies like Microsoft, for example, it really does have a leading position in what it does. And so I just think that element of quality, when combined with the sort of growth prospects and the moat of that business, just isn't quite as robust.
You know, Hannah, it sounds like you're actually adding a new criteria. We might have a fifth one from you, that you need to be a leader in your space. So clearly, Tesla's not a leader in car manufacturing. There's so many other automakers, Toyota, Ford, et cetera. They make a lot more cars, but there's a lot of excitement about Tesla's next generation vehicle. We had a guest on yesterday. They believe that the next gen vehicle that's supposed to come out sometime in 2025 is going to lead to about 20 million in sales. So maybe it's not as magnificent now, but do you see the potential for Tesla or other companies that see a slowdown but have prospects in the future? Can that keep you in the Mag 7?
I think that with Tesla, and you've actually hit the nail on the head, is you have to look a very, very long way into the future to be able to justify the valuation as you stand today. So you've got sort of, say, $10 to $15 billion of free cash flow on a market cap which is far, far larger. And so the valuation of that company, just for those future growth prospects, as it stands at the minute, is very expensive. And you're having to look way out into the future, and you don't know what the competitive threats to that business are going to be over that time. I think for us, we are quality-based investors, and we have a valuation overlay. And so we're looking for the sort of sustainability and durability of an economic moat of the business, the free cash flow and the way it can grow it, and then the valuation you want to pay for those free cash flows. And I just think that given the sort of competitive edge that Tesla may or may not have versus those other companies in the business, and the valuation of that company as it stands today, it just doesn't quite stack up, say, some of the other larger companies in the world market.
Got it. You know, speaking of valuation, Tesla 56 times forward PE, Ford under 8 forward PE. Quick question: does your firm own Tesla?
We actually don't know. We've never owned Tesla.
All right, interesting. Hannah, great to have you on. Thank you for your time and for your insight. But one last thing: yes, no. Tesla in the Mag 7 or out the Mag 7, in your opinion?
Out of the Mag 7, in my opinion.